Thank you, Supervisors, for taking the time to view these annual Boards and Commissions reports. I'm Ed Ebenbach, the 2021 Telecommunication Advisory Board Chairman, and I'll be giving the report on behalf of the Board. I'd like to start by thanking the Supervisors again for filling the TAB's open positions. We're once again back to full strength at 5. I'd like to start by acknowledging that 2 of our most dependable and longer-serving members departed during 2020. Keith Peters, who had most recently been the TAB Vice Chairman, devoted most of his efforts to creating programming for us. The Doylestown Health Walk with the Doc series for senior citizens was his doing, and he worked hard to keep our daily broadcast schedule up to date. His contributions were many, and he will be missed. Kurt Kraus, one of the founding members of the board, retired after almost 18 years of service. Kurt has been our technical guru, the first TAB chairman, and was instrumental in the design and construction of Doylestown Television. His contributions were enormous and essential, and he will be missed. Importantly, both gentlemen have continued to contribute even after their departure. Turning now to what we've been doing, I will include most of 2019 and all of 2020 in these remarks, as they have together been very consequential years for us. Much has happened. The first big thing was that in mid-2019, we moved Doylestown Television into the new township building and into an almost completely redesigned and upgraded new broadcasting operation. The second big thing that happened was COVID, which forced all of us to become very familiar with Zoom. In TAB's case, we needed to integrate the technology into our system and make it an integral part of our broadcast operation. We expect that its use will continue indefinitely. Once we were back in operation in 2019, we continued to produce new video programming for use on Doylestown Television and on the township's website and social media channels. A welcome wagon for new residents, Doylestown Historical Society series of videos, a step onto the trail promotion with the EAC, Veterans Day celebration video, a senior expo with county leaders, and through all of this, we managed to keep the video content on our broadcast day at 80% or above. I'd like to point out that much of this was the result of working with other groups, such as the EAC, the Parks Board, the county, and Doylestown Historical Society. We also continued to monitor the township's reach on social media channels and found a continued pattern of slow, steady growth, leaving us with over 4,000 fans and followers on Facebook and Twitter at 2020 year's end. Our web streaming channel, interestingly enough, for Board of Supervisor meetings showed significant growth in 2020, likely due to the coronavirus. We experienced as many as 200 viewers per meeting after March of 2020, more than double that of the previous year. We also made technical and administrative progress over the period as we grew in operational knowledge of our new broadcast system and can show you the video framing format that's now possible in our new system. We made technical improvements, mainly in audio control, though we do regret not being able yet to complete the acoustic remediation project for the township meeting room. We integrated Zoom into our operations, as mentioned previously, and from an administrative point of view, negotiations of the consortium with Verizon to wrap up a new franchise agreement were wrapped during 2020. Turning now to our plans for 2021, we have planned to emphasize our mission to advise board and staff regarding communications matters, methods, and production. We are working on improving existing guidelines and documentation to share with other groups in this regard. Our emphasis on programming production will also continue with our hopes to work on a series of coronavirus vignettes, which will detail how residents actually coped with the changes brought on by the coronavirus. A bike and hike trails overview and individual segments videos, a new parks video, a new initiative with Doylestown Health, yet to be defined, and a new connection with the Central Bucks school system. Lastly, we hope to update the long-serving series of who we are and what we do to modern times. We also have a few technical initiatives planned, including completing the meeting room acoustic and lighting remediation projects during the spring of 2021. We'd like to improve the camera placement and coverage in the meeting room to facilitate closer views of meeting participants. And we'd like to expand the operating system knowledge and expand the number of trained operators. In conclusion, it's clear that 2019 and 2020 have been interesting, educational, and challenging years for TAB, and we look forward to the continued challenges in 2021 and beyond. Lastly, if any members of the public who view this report are interested in what we do, we meet in the evening of the second Monday each month, these days via Zoom, but hopefully in person as soon as it's safe to do so. Please contact the Township to learn how you can participate. Thank you.